they had a different scheme when we came out. When we first came out on the field, you know, it was a completely different scheme, and we just had to make adjustments. And then coach was like, you know, inside receivers need to start making plays, so we had to step up.
What were they doing differently than maybe you expected or than you had seen on film?
They were trying to take Kevin and Mario out the game, you know, and by doing that, they were doubling both of them, so it was basically one-on-one matchups with us on the inside. And throughout film, they didn't show any of that, so it was something different in the adjustment that we had to make.
Jordan, you've had ups and downs this year, but you seem to handle it really well. What do you say to yourself? What kind of process do you go through with yourself to handle when things aren't going well?
You can't let your highs get too high, you know, and your lows too low. You know, you just got to be right there, keep steady. You know, everybody has a bad day. Everybody has a bad day. You know, the great ones just overcome bad days. You know, and when I go to practice, I make sure I need to work on what my craft. You know, as in catching the ball, catching punts. Thanks, man. You know, route running and stuff. You know, the defense makes us receivers work better, and we're making them work too. So I mean, the chemistry as well. I just, you know, just look at it as an opportunity.
Does that make a day like today better?
Yes, it does make a day like today. When you see it on the field how we come together as a team.
You talk about that chemistry there. Can you talk about this comeback for you guys, the mentality that you had, and I guess at that certain point in the fourth quarter where you guys just turned it around and got it back on track?
Yeah. Well, we came into the locker room, you know, down 11, you know, 21-10, and we knew going into the game that, you know, Lubbock's a tough place to play at. The fans are crazy, you know. It takes them to come out fire, you know, great motivation and stuff, because it's their first home game in like a month. So we knew that they were gonna, you know, start fast, and we just had to play our game and we relaxed, you know, took a deep breath, relaxed and everything, and came out in the second half and took care of business.
How did it feel scoring a touchdown back in Texas?
Felt good. It definitely felt good. You know, my family's here. They were happy. I know they were going crazy about it, you know, but it just felt good. You know, finally scoring, and especially my home state.
Looked like that ball slipped through your hands a little bit. You caught it off your shield. You happy to pull it in and get to the end zone with it?
Yeah, I mean, I knew I was going to be wide open because the way the coverage they were playing, I knew I was going to be wide open. I just had to make sure I made the catch. I knew once I caught it, I was going to score because there was legit nobody around. So.